realize that I'm quite bad at being like aloof and like mysterious, and I always say I want to be like that. Like, you know, I covet being like artsy and mysterious, but I'm just not. And actually, I'm bad at appearing like cool, and that's good. I think it takes a lot of pressure off, to be honest. I'd much rather at the party be the person who welcomes somebody in and makes them feel better or makes them laugh, than be the person in the corner who's like too cool to talk to anyone. So that's one thing I'm now pretty proud that I'm not, I think.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you. And can we have Cassidy S next, please?
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
What chapter or like part of the Crow's book do you always go back to? It doesn't have to be your part either. It can be literally anything.
Yeah. Probably Crooked Kingdom, I'll be honest. If that's okay, if that's loud. I love Six of Crows so much, but I have a special place in it. Honestly, this is a crazy answer, but right now what's coming to me is I have gone back a lot to huge spoiler for anybody who doesn't know, but that would be weird if people didn't know. But I have seen the Crows coming together around Matthias. It's like such a horrible, beautiful bit of writing, and like it gets so memed, which is fine, but like actually in the book is a really beautiful bit of writing, and really spot on, I think, for how everybody would react. So yeah, that's going to be my answer to that, I think.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Emily Tarleton next, please?
I don't know how to work this.
Hi!
What?
Looking
What?
at the hats!
It's Holly's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Holly!
It's my first birthday since moving to London that I haven't seen next to normal.
That's insane. I love that. That's amazing.
Thank you. Anyway, my question is, well, now you're famously in New York. What do you miss about the UK? What snacks and things can you not get over there that you are craving right now?
Yes. Oh my god, okay. I miss my boyfriend. I miss fish and chips. Okay, snacks and stuff, specifically, practically. I don't know. Yet. That hasn't hit me yet. But I want, obviously it's really hard to find good tea here. There's like one shop called Tea and Sympathy, but everything is so expensive there. It's like when we buy American sweets and it's expensive, it's like here it's like tea bags are expensive, like Yorkshire tea, like that's expensive here. That's my thing so far that I've been like, I really want a cup of like of Yorkshire tea, but it's like really hard to find. Yeah, that's it for me so far.
Nice, good answer.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Ovia next, please?
Hi, I was just wondering if you had to pick another literary character to turn into a haunting the narrative type of musical, which book and character would it be?
Ooh.
It's so cute.
I mean, if I'm not in it to watch, to like enjoy, I mean, it's already an opera based on it, but I remember reading like Turn and Screw and like Henry James and scary sort of gothic, like governess stuff. That would be really cool. I guess for me to be in. I mean, not quite haunting the narrative, but like, what about a cool like Frankenstein adaptation? Would be kind of cool. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Emma Mahon next, please?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had any hopes or plans to ever write your own musical, and have any hints as to what the style of things maybe that you would explore would be?
Yeah, I can tell you that because there is stuff afoot. There's music-related plans coming up for some time next year, I will say. And there are, I guess, further afield plans. Maybe I have done that before, and I've written things before, and I've been too nervous to share anything. I mean, I was writing before I was acting. That was my life before. And I think now that I've had more experience, I'm getting a bit more confident to begin to allow some things to be seen or heard. So yeah, there's different projects coming up that have music related to them. But musical-wise, yeah, there's loads of ideas I've had. Some which I can't share in case that happens. But I guess I can say that a lot of things I write is probably quite folk music inspired or infused. I guess that is the genre that comes to me most naturally. And I hope I can leave that with you to meditate on. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Kaz, please?
Good morning.
Hi, good evening.
My question for you, since you are very musically inclined, is there an instrument that you've been dying to try that you have not been able to yet?
Yeah. Yes. I always wish that I had picked up the violin really early on. I find that really impressive when people are able to play to a really high standard. But yeah, that's something instantly that came to my mind. Yes, and I guess. Oh yeah, I also find people playing like rock, like playing the drums, like really well, like in a band. Really cool too. The violin's my number one choice for now. That might change. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Can we have Saskia, please?
Hi.
Hi.
What's the hardest song you've ever had to sing in your career?
I Am the One from Next to Normal is the hardest thing I've ever had to sing. And before I rehearsed Next to Normal, I knew I'd never had to sing that high before, and was really nervous about it and had to do a lot of work to get to a point where I could sing that every night. So that was really scary. Also, it's such a high stakes bit of the song. I think that's number one, the hardest thing I've had to sing. And then there's some come up in Hadestown, which is hard because I love it so much. And it's like I am a bit of a perfectionist, so I'm working really hard on letting go of my love for the score and allowing myself to like get things wrong. But yeah, definitely I Am the One, I think, is the winner.
It's an amazing song. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have Raquel, please?
Hello. Excuse the bird. He will throw tantrums.
I love it.
He's a huge fan of yours. It's horrible. He will wake me up with Next to Normal. I really like plushies, and I was wondering whether you also like plushies or have any in general.
I do, and I have something in New York with me, but he's really far away. I have a leopard I've had since I was like 3, which I didn't realize I still had with me. For some reason, it was in a box somewhere, and yeah, but he's called Thorn, and he's been with me since I was 3 years old, and I found him when I was unpacking to come here, and I said to my partner, I was like, oh, well, he has to come to New York. That feels like a pretty big life moment for him to witness, I guess. So, yes, I completely understand, and I still have mine kind of when I was 3.
Yeah, these are absolutely still Next to Normal, and I like rubbing it in my friends' faces.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can we have Marichel next, please?
Hi. So I wanted to ask if you're more of like a cat person or a dog person, and if you've had any pets growing up.
Yeah, I had a dog growing up who was. We grew up together. He was called Ben. He was a Samoyed dog, or Samoyed, however you pronounce it. I pronounce it Samoyed. Like a big, beautiful, like white, fluffy dog. And from the story I remember hearing is that he grew up like the same time as me. That he was born around the same time as me, so we really grew up together until I was like 14, which is pretty great. And I love both. I think, again, it changes all the time. Because I have a dog, that, probably wins. But I love cats too. I think I like that they don't give their affection freely and you have to earn it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Muskan?
Hi, Jack. So, question is kind of similar to someone else's, but I wanted to ask, if all your characters were in a rap battle together, who do you think would win?
Well, that question is like two-sided because I don't think any of my characters could rap.
Where did that come from?
Well, the person who's most likely to be able to is probably Orpheus. Weirdly, he's probably the one who's best at putting words together. The winner. No one's beating Orpheus for like poetry, right? But Gabe would have a really good go at it. He's got a lot of angst. Maybe Morit. No, Gabe. Gabe would win.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I take it back. It would be David Fry, if anyone knows about Real Life People from Harold Fry. It would be that guy. He would win. He raps in the show, basically. Yes.
Thank you very much. And Mary next, please.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? I've got on.
Good.
Well, hi. I was wondering, first of all, break a leg next month, so to say. I was wondering if, I know you've not been there long, but are there any differences that you've noticed between the way Broadway works, the way West End works, not just as like a performer, but also as part of the audience? Because I'm actually, thanks to the lovely Carrie who you've just spoken to, me and Owen are coming out to see you. I'm a bit nervous about it, and just wondered if there's anything.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, oh god, I'm so excited. Okay, thank you for coming. This is wild. Yes, there are differences. I mean, yes, as a performer, there are loads of differences. A difference in, I think, in intensity, and a difference in, I don't know, there's like a different culture, I guess, here, and a different culture towards musical theatre, which is really cool. There's a lot of important, like, reverence around it, which is really cool. I think, yes, as an audience member, there is one wild difference. Like, the theatres feel different. So, one really cool thing is that when the show finishes, for example, this is just more anecdotal. When the show finishes and they open the exits, in a UK theatre, you have to leave the theatre, like, walk out of the auditorium, through front of house, or through the side corridors into the street. When you open the doors of an American theatre, it goes straight to the street. So you are sitting in the seat in some theatres, and you can see the street outside when they open the exit again. That's so weird and cool. But no, I think apart from those little sort of small differences, there isn't that much that's hugely different. I think the theatre culture's still the same. New York as a place, I think, can be quite intimidating. I think, honestly, I would say maybe avoid Times Square. I try to, on most occasions. It's cool to see and enjoy. It is not for an anxious soul. Like, Times Square isn't built for people like me, but I can enjoy it. But if you think that like might be a bit overwhelming, that would be the place to avoid. You can avoid Times Square and still get to Broadway local theatres by like going around and making the journey a bit longer. But there's some advice.
Can't wait to see you.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Can we have Taylor O'Brien next, please?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm a bit ill, sorry. Okay, so for context, one of my favourite things ever is like flower language and like the meaning behind flowers is something I really love. And there was a trend going on, I think, on like TikTok a little while ago where people would sort of attribute different actors in musicals with different flowers, specifically for Hadestown. And so I was wondering if you were going to give your Orpheus a flower, what do you think it would be? I've got my opinion on what I think it might be, but I wanna hear yours.
Okay, I definitely want to hear yours, that's okay. But I'm still working them out, and I'm still creating it and figuring out. We have our first run through of the whole show tomorrow, which is great. Today, in a couple of hours. So
crazy.
Yeah, so I'm discovering it. The first thing that came to my head was like a poppy, but I don't know if that's right. But that was the first thing that came to my head, so I feel like I should speak on that. I also think like gypsophilia flowers, like little like Queen Anne's lace, like that kind of like spray of like tiny white flowers. I think maybe that's possibly quite close. What do you think?
So my like gut instinct was just sunflowers.
Also,
and they are meant to represent like loyalty, admiration, and just happiness.
I like that. Okay, I'll think on it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have Tia next, please?
Hello.
Hi.
One, I hope you enjoyed the letters I gave you in Paris. There's a moment.
Always.
Yeah.
It's always the loveliest thing. Thank you.
Great. So number one, would you ever consider being in a Shakespearean play? And two, do you have any characters you're leaning towards?
Yes. One, yes. Two, yes. I think, but again, they change all the time. I used to have a really clear answer to this. I used to say that, there's an actor whose name I've just slipped out of my mind, but he was known for like completing the roster of playing all of Shakespeare's like fairies and clowns and like elevated spirits, and I find those characters the most interesting. I love Puck, but I also love all of the fairies in Midsummer Night's Dream, and I love Ariel in Tempest. But I also sometimes wonder if the only reason I choose those characters is because that's who I think I'd be cast as. Because ultimately, of course, I'd love to play Hamlet. I love all the characters in King Lear, Edgar, Edmund. I'd even play like Cordelia if somebody let me. Yeah, I have a million answers to that. And yeah, hopefully, I'd love to see some Shakespeare as soon as possible.
Lovely answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have Zoe next, please?
Hello. So my question is, do you make playlists for every character that you play? And could you tell us maybe what songs are on some of them?
I do, and I can. Let me try and find some good. It started really with a play I did at the RSC called Musician's Elephant. I had a whole playlist for that show. And it had... hold on. I don't know how to pronounce this song. Patrick Watson song. It was in a lot of TikToks. It's French. That was one of my big Magician's Elephant songs. Violin has a lot of Fleet Foxes and a lot of classical music. A lot of Fleet Foxes pops up a lot, actually. Gabe... Gabe had loads of things, but also had the German cast recording of Next to Normal. Because I felt like if I listened to it in German, I wouldn't be basing it on someone else. And of course, I'm a huge Aaron stan forever. But I was like, I can't listen to Aaron when I'm rehearsing because I'll end up adopting mannerisms, and I want to try and do something original. So I listened to the German cast recording, which is great. Yeah, Orpheus has a lot of Aeneas on it. I'm a big Aeneas Mitchell fan, pre-Hades sound, so Aeneas and Bonnie Light Horseman on there, and a lot of English folk singers too. That's a route I'm really going down and exploring Orpheus. And nearly gave away another project, but I mean, it's not that interesting, but I'm doing a film project, and there's a lot of like cool underground 80s people I'm listening to be inspired for that. So like loads of very different eclectic things. Yeah, I'm very music based, obviously, so I think I do a lot of that. That was a really long answer, sorry.
That's okay.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you very much. And just so you know, we've got less than 5 minutes left and still half the people to get through. So
oh my god, that's crazy. Well, let's go. I'm ready to go. I don't want anyone to not have their question answered.
Next up is Alex, please.
Hi, sorry. Yeah, that's a rather silly question. And it could be quick. So, what is your favorite pasta shape?
Wow. Tagliatelle. That's a weird answer, but I think that's what it is.
Also, correct answer. Well done. Sarah Hanson, next, please.
Hi. I was just wondering if you have a favorite artist and a favorite music album at the moment that you're listening to?
Yeah, at the moment I'm obsessed with CMAT. CMAT, CMAT. Yeah, she's my number one at the moment. Huge fan. Danny Gallagher's met her and I'm so jealous.
Really? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Rianne next, please?
Hi. I was wondering if you were to assign band or a music artist to any of the characters you would play, what character would it be and what band would it be?
Again, a cop-out would be to say Wylam and Fleet Foxes. I cannot tell you how strong that connection is. But I think I also want to say that maybe Gabe has surprising elements of Cambridge. Doing that really well. So I think that's the thing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Jenna Domingo next, please?
Hi, Jack. I'm Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
I'm a really huge Six of Crows fan and a really huge musical theater fan. So I was wondering that if you had a song you think Wylan would really relate to, what musical theater song would it be?
Yeah, good question. Firstly, I think Wylan and Orpheus would be really nice friends. I've just thought of that right now. I think they would be a good pair. But I think I'm very lucky because a lot of the songs I like I have been able to sing. But I think, again, the first thing that came to my head was And Then There Were None, Spring Awakening, I think, is a Wylan. Is that your answer?
That was my answer! Like, literally, I have oh my gosh, that was literally my answer. Same wavelength.
There we go.
Thank you so much, Jack. Thank
you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Cassie next, please?
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
I love you so much. Anyway, so my question is, when you were younger, what helped you believe in yourself? Like, what helped you, pursue an acting career?
The only true answer to this, I think, genuinely, is my youth theatre I went to. I talk about them a lot, but I went to a youth theatre on a Saturday morning, and that was literally the thing, the reason. It was having somebody who like believed that I had something to give, and even if I didn't believe it, she really did, and really brought me out of my comfort zone, meeting people who were interested in the same things as me. That's what started it all. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Phoebe next, please?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Firstly, congratulations on Hades Town. That's insane. Also, I was just wondering, you've played quite a few roles now that lean more into fantasy. Do you prefer like fantastical roles or more roles grounded in reality?
Yeah, I think I love fantasy. So yes, but I think even the roles in reality, I'm really interested in playing people who are a little bit off, like on a different reality or realm. I guess I like playing people who, even in kitchen sink dramas, I guess, who have something about them that's a little bit, their thoughts are somewhere else on a different plane, or they exist in like a different way to other people. So I think that's my favorite thing to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Ariana next, please?
Hi.
Hi.
So, when you first started acting, were you afraid to be up on stage? And if so, how did you overcome that?
Yeah, I was, and I still am sometimes. Now it's different, because now I just have anxiety. That's different to when I was a kid and I was just nervous. Now I'm anxious to do anything. But I think the thing that gets me through always is like it's an acting thing, really, and it's about that you invest in the other person in the scene. When you're acting, it's never actually supposed to be about you. It's supposed to be about the person you're in the scene with, right? So anytime you get nervous, you put all of that energy into the other person that you're playing with, that you're like changing them or making a choice for them to change you, right? So I do that even in life now, where I'm like, okay, it's not about me, actually. I can just put this energy into the person I'm talking to and make sure they're having a nice time. And then by proxy, I will too. That's in itself bad, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Lynn next, please?
Hi. I was wondering, the music video that you made with Passenger, absolutely beautiful. Really, really loved that. I wonder if you could, where did you film it, and also talk a little bit about the experience of creating it.
Yeah, oh god, that was so cool. Again, Passenger fan, I love, part of the reason I did the Harold Fry job was to hopefully get to meet Mike. So, you know, because I have that history with him and the Boy Who Cried Wolf and stuff, which is cool. Yeah, we filmed it all in one day. We recorded it in the morning, shot the music video in the evening, all in the studio in the South Downs, I think it is called. It's like near Brighton, but it's like very, very beautiful. And that was it. We just we had a camera crew who were all very lovely, and we just sort of ran around and were like, oh, let's film here, this is a beautiful, let's do this, and we tried to catch the end shot. That's the only place we knew we were going to go at the end of the day. So yeah, apart from that, it was pretty improvisational.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Winnie next, please?
Hey, my question is, if you ended up with the Fortunate Island as the end of the books, what would you do with it?
Oh, ooh. I'm going to do a silly answer, because obviously there's also real, important, good things I would do, obviously. But I guess the silly dream answer would be, let's just buy a big theatre. Let's just do it. Let's buy a huge theatre and program everything I've ever wanted to see, and hire my favourite directors and just spend the rest of my days programming theatre. Would be cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Shin Su, please?
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
So I was wondering that, could you share a little bit of the new job? Like, when did you receive the invitation to do the audition for Hadestown? And is it possible that you can sing a little bit of yours at this moment?
That is such a question. I definitely can't do number 2.
Okay, it's alright.
It's 5:30 in the morning, and the sound that would come out, nobody will see it. And I would love you to see it or hear it.
I would definitely go to yeah.
But I'm having a really great time. I will say that I've sort of had an attachment to the show for a really long time. I'm very, very lucky to know Aeneas in a sort of roundabout way. We met when I was auditioning for the show years ago, and get on very, very well. So I have a good relationship with her musically, and we talk about music a lot and writing music and doing music. But yeah, I guess I got the invitation to come and do it here, which I was really shocked about, back in May, June? Not that long ago. It was really quick turnaround. So yeah, and I just got a call when I was in Chichester doing Harold Fry. I just got a call, and that's how it happened. It was, do you want to come and do Hadestown in New York? And nothing like that has ever happened to me before, and will never happen again. So it was the best phone call ever. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Lada, please?
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for getting up for us. That's really unhinged to get up this early for that. So thank you. And also congratulations on Hadestown. I will never get over that. I am so excited to see you as Orpheus. I am so excited to see you as Orpheus. It's my favorite show of all time. But I think this is probably the first time on Broadway that Hadestown has changed the whole principal cast, right? As far as I can remember. How does that feel? How does that affect your rehearsal process?
It's amazing. I feel so lucky that we're all doing it together. Because the 5 of us have like the experience of making a show together for the first time.
Yeah.
And usually they only do this one person at a time, and I'm just thinking every time, I'm like, how do they do this? I mean, I will say family at the Walter Kerr, like that Hadestown cast are amazing, and they're so welcoming. But having 4 other newbies with me is really cool. Also, they're being really open to our ideas of how we want to do it. You know, it's my first time doing a takeover of a character. It's my first time going into something that's already set. So obviously there's like parameters I have to fill, but they're really open to hearing what we all want to bring and why they brought us on, and that's really cool. So yeah, very, very cool for that.
Amazing. You're getting to keep your accent, right?
Maybe. Maybe not.
This is
TBC.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, we have a couple more people who don't have their cameras on, so I'm just going to ask if they want to ask a question. So first, Ellie Davis.
Hello. So first of all, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
So, what's the most challenging character that you've had to embody so far?
Gabe is the most challenging, practically, and I guess also emotionally it wasn't really hard. It was taxing because it obviously was a hard show, but we had a really great support system in place. But I guess for lots of reasons it could have been really hard. So yeah, Gabe probably wins that, and doing that sort of, even though three months isn't a very long time, it still felt quite like a lot to take on. I think, and Wylan was challenging because I felt pressure to get him right by people who I hadn't met yet. So that was quite scary. But yeah, very grateful. They're also 2 of my favourites, whatever. So yeah, it was good.
Thank you very much. And finally, Shaker, do you have a question?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, one second, I'm trying to fix this. I'm actually at the...
Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Okay, I'm at a Footloose musical. It's intermission time. I just left.
I love that.
I booked this like months ago, so this is absolutely crazy.
That's so cool.
Yeah, just imagine the high, and I just left during intermission. It's crazy. My question is, what is your favorite book or books that you'd recommend?
Oh, wow. Good question.
Yep.
I always recommend the same books. I hope people aren't bored by this, but it genuinely is true. There's a book called Fox 8, which I just think is great. And people are nodding because they knew I was going to say it. But it's a great little book, and if you haven't read it already, I think you should, because I think it's a interesting exercise.
Yeah.
I'm currently reading Alan Cummings' sort of memoirs and biographies.
Oh, yeah.
That man has had a fascinating life. And he's a big idol of mine, and I've met him a couple of times, but that's where I currently am. I don't know where they're going to go, so it's hard to recommend because I don't know where it's going, but at the moment that's what I'm doing on the subway.
Yeah.
So,
That's
you.
great. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Enjoy Act 2.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, thank you everyone. That is everyone that's asked a question. Now, usually what we do is we do a screenshot, but there are so many of you that I can't fit you all on one screen. So I am going to read off a list of names. If I say your name, could you turn your camera off for me? And then I'll take the first screenshot, and then we'll swap, so everyone whose camera is on turns it off, and everyone who's off turns it on, and then we'll do another screenshot.
Not to tell you what to do, but you do realize you can change it to have everyone on the screen, right?
Not on this, not.
Okay.
So, Kaz, Carrie C, Lada, Lynn, Harriet, and Jenna, please turn off your cameras for the moment. Perfect. Right, we've got everybody else. So, if everyone wants to get ready for the screenshot, ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you very much. And now, if we could swap, please. Okay. Everybody ready for their screenshot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? 3, 2. Oh, hang on a second. I've got my notification that your one-to-one start in 15 minutes. Right, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you, Dan. You're such a pro. It's great.
Thank you very much. So, if you guys all want to log off, we'll start the one-to-ones in about 15 minutes. Jack, if you want to log on in 10 minutes to the other link. And
bye.
See you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Recording stopped.
Oh my god, that was crazy! What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, that's it.